What's everybody tasting today? Have you made any mimosas?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not today.
Angel of Hope.
And Droot.
Awesome.
Gonna get 2 different sides of the sparklings.
Well, good. Well, I don't know if you know, I'm Mark's sister, Suzanne.
Oh, hi.
I always work for my home, so this thing isn't too new for me, except that I'm really not able to go down to the tasting room since I'm in the western suburbs of Chicago, a little bit more of a hot spot. But I may do with the wines I had here, which I have lots of wines that I use for pictures and stuff. And I have, this is our 2015 Pet Nat. You can see it got really dark. And because Pet Nat's supposed to be enjoyed while it's young, within, the year that it's made. And I've got this cinnamon orange with pineapple juice.
Oh, we have orange and pineapple too.
You're good.
And cranberry juice, diet cran pineapple.
Oh, okay.
And some syrups like grenadine, lemon elderflower, and some pineapple juice and some strawberries.
Oh, you are very prepared.
Yeah, we always, for the lives, we put a spread out in front of us. So
that's good. That's good. I had somebody at the tasting room a week or so ago mention that grape juice is really good. I can't remember with which sparkling wine it's.
Yes, I guess.
Never thought of using that in a mimosa.
No.
I'm making a little cinnamon sugar for brimming the glass.
Ooh. Right. When we were in Hawaii, we had guava juice.
Ooh.
We had guava in our mimosas.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
All right, I'm going to spotlight Emily now, so she'll. You're the main focus now, Emily. I've spotlighted you.
Okay, I have to grab one last thing, but it should be right on the table.
I'm just gonna check on our Facebook right away to make sure we got everybody there too.
Garnish is ready. Nice and fresh for our recipe.
How many people are on this?
I don't know. Let's go to the gallery and see who's here.
Okay.
I think I might have gotten too big for this table is one of the problems going on right now. But these are going to taste so good.
That's how we have on people maybe on live or on Facebook.
Looks like we have about 8 people over on Facebook joining us, so that's good too.
Hi everyone. Thanks for joining us. Well, if you just hopped on and you don't know what's going on at all, we're going to be making some mimosas. I'll take my mask off since I'm the only one out here. And I thought that we would start off with the winemaker choice mimosa with Marty. And we're at 2 minutes past, so we can get started. Now, our recipes say to start with the juices. I prefer to start with the wine because when you add the wine after, sometimes it can be a little bit more bubbly or splashy. But that way, the recipes are arranged that way because then you don't have to put the wine and then subtract, how much juice you put in there. So I'll start off with the Mardi Gras.
Good. So I'm gonna have orange juice and one. Yummy.
Okay, sorry, Emily, I'm gonna mute all of us so we can hear you better.
Okay. And then, so this is our Mardi Gras Perky in a bottle. Our winemaker choice from Bart is to top that off with orange juice. I prefer a little bit more wine than juice in my mimosas because I tend to err a little bit on the drier side when I'm drinking wine, but this is about half an ounce of it. And then I've got some fresh mint that we can make into a little orange. Or you can mince this up and sprinkle it on top of the mimosa after you're done. And that will also like add a little bit of nice flavor to it. It smells really good. I believe Mark thinks it tastes like a rum run. I'm going to start saving these so we can show them all at the end. And I probably should have sprung to the bigger table. I'm going to try to do some rearranging. And if you're following along on Facebook, you should definitely let us know in the comments below what you're drinking today, whether it's a mimosa, just wine, anything. It's a great Saturday morning, and this is a prime time for everyone's favorite beverage. I'm going to open up the cranberry section. These two wines were included in the August Hill Mimosa bundle. I really miss seeing everyone's comments on Facebook. I'm broadcasting through Zoom right now. So if you say something and I don't respond personally, that's why. I just can't see them pop up. We've got a fresh bottle of cranberry. So, I almost forgot. Okay. You can rim this glass. Take a lemon wedge or lime wedge. I didn't cut this. There we go. Spread that right around the rim. And I ran out of space, so I'm going to rim this right off. But you will be able to see me rim another glass later on with cinnamon sugar for our brut mimosa. And that one I'm really looking forward to. So here you can see the glasses of sugar. I'm not very neat about it, but I really like that. I like granulated sugar. I think it's delicious. When I was a kid, I used to eat 2 cups of sugar, and I thought I was being very secret, but there were messes left everywhere. So you can see I have that evolved since then.
Hey, Emily,
Mm-hmm.
your sound's breaking up a little, so I don't know if it's because you're far away. So maybe if you speak a little louder, it might pick it up better, or yeah.
Okay, I moved it a little bit closer. There was also a truck passing by at the same time, so that might have been an issue. I'm gonna close the patio. Hey. All right, we're back. Sorry about the interruptions today, guys. And if you look at my shoulders, you'll see I got a little sun out of the vineyard yesterday filming. So I'm not moving too hot today. Add the cranberry juice. Or cranberry infusion, not juice. Then 1 shot of orange juice. Open up this nice fresh cold pineapple juice. And then you can garnish with an orange slice or an orange wedge like that. Oh, that's so cute. I can't wait to drink this one. I bet Dana's going to be jealous. She really loved the mimosa. Okay. And now for brut, I'm going to move on to brut. And for that, I brought some blackberry simple syrup. I woke up early this morning and did my first attempt at simple syrups. Never made them before. I knew it in principle. It was a little bit tougher than I thought it would be. So to make a simple syrup, you need to add your fruit. This was about 1.5 cups of fruit, which is just about this size of at the store. So drop it straight into your saucepan. 1/4 cup of water, or I'm sorry, 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cups of sugar, plus 1.5 cups of fruit, or just about, the prepackaged container. Then you'll bring that to a boil and then stir and make sure that all of the sugar is dissolving into the water, and keep it after it comes to a boil, keep it at a medium to low simmer and continuously stir until the sugar is completely dissolved. The longer that you keep your simple syrup heating up and you keep cooking it, the thicker consistency and the more concentrated the syrup you're going to get. So I think that the blackberry is a little bit thick, but for the most part, I'm really excited. I also made a raspberry simple syrup for today. I felt like I was having a lot harder time getting all of the sugar out of the raspberry simple syrup. And for both of them, I added a little bit of lemon juice, freshly squeezed from a lemon. I think that gives it a nice little citrus punch to your simple syrup. So we are going to place some blackberries in the bottom of the glass first. At 4. You can also freeze these beforehand, and they'll be a nice, cute, and delicious way to keep your wine chilled, your mimosa chilled as you drink it. And you could do that just for a little bit of extra sweetness or fruity punch to any wine, even if you didn't add a juice to it. You could freeze some fruits, put it in there. I know some people like to freeze grapes, cranberries. Okay, now to add simple syrup. Hopefully I don't spill and end up with simple syrup all over. And then to open up fruit. And if you have any questions at any time, just drop them in the comments below or in the chat if you're on Zoom, and Suzanne can send them to me. I am not currently seeing anybody but myself. So let me see if I can see all of your faces. So we have Mary Ann and let's see, I just saw her, was it Shelby? Yes, Shelby with us today on Zoom. So thank you for joining us. This is a lot of fun. I spent some time putting together these mimosa recipes, so I've been really excited and looking forward to Mimosa Day. Kind of crept up on me though, I will say. It does not seem like it should be the middle of May right now. That was a good pop. Now to finish off with the brute. A little bubbly, so we're going to take a second for that to die down. This is why I prefer to add the juice in first, which I did not do, or add the wine in first and the syrup in second. But the blackberries are starting to float around in the bottom there. I think that they look so cool. The carbonation from the wine is sort of clinging to the fruit. It's very fizzy today. So if you do add the syrup first, just make sure to be careful while you're pouring. Otherwise, you can end up with a sticky mess all over you. And we're just going to be going over some of the recipes included in our mimosa bundles today. But if you're interested in getting all of them, and there are 2 recipes for each wine, you can check out our bundles. They are really, really cool. So the August Hill bundle had Mardi Gras Cranberry Fusion. There was a mixed bundle that had Angel of Hope and Brut Ombre Rosé, so one from August Hill and one from ISC, and then an ISC bundle that had Brut and Sec in it. Now I'm going to finish topping off this mimosa. It's totally changed the color of the Brut, which is interesting. I'm excited to try this one. I might have to have a sip now. It's really good. It takes all of it really mellows out the crispness of the brut and makes it into this really nice, light, and refreshing beverage. I know that some mimosas can almost be too sweet for me. And this is not like that at all. It's just a really mellow, fruity flavor. And the carbonation kind of keeps an extra kick. And you get a little bit of the apple at the end. And now, Angel of Hope. We are going to fill this one about halfway with wine. And then use the rest of the pineapple juice. You can also use cranberry or pineapple juice with this one. Makes a nice, pretty color. It tastes like, it smells just like pineapple. Mm. This is a great tropical tasting mimosa. Mm. And the grapey flavor of the angel and the pineapple really do something interesting. And this is really good. One last little sip. Remember, we've got the drive-through today in Utica, so I can't have too much fun. Okay. And now we are going to do Brut Ombre Rosé with the raspberry simple syrup. Another great idea to try at home would be, it's a little bit easier than a simple syrup, would be a raspberry sorbet, which you can buy at the store, or you can get creative and make your own sorbet by looking up a recipe online. What I really tried to do when creating these mimosa recipes for you guys, and some of them were already August Hill recipes and other ones I researched myself, was I wanted to find things that you guys could do at home. You know, just simple little hacks with ingredients that are readily available that you could pick up on one of your grocery store trips, or you could order to be added to your grocery pickup if that's the way that you're shopping right now, or maybe make from ingredients that you already have lying around at home. So I know this pineapple juice has been sitting around in my fridge for a while. I have tons of fruit, but I went and got some fresh stuff just to make the simple syrups with. Ooh, look at these blackberries. Before I get distracted, they're kind of floating at the top. It's really pretty. It's a gorgeous color too. And just like with the blackberries, you can also freeze some raspberries beforehand, or you can put them in fresh to the bottom of your glass. So this time, hopefully I nail it. I'm gonna put the raspberries in. These are not frozen, but the frozen ones would be a nice little trick to keep your wine cold. If you're thinking of ideas for entertaining after the shutdown ends and after life kind of starts to go back to normal, mimosas are a really great brunch idea. And when you step it up and make them look fancy, it's a lot of fun. We have a make your own mimosa bar here at August Hill, or at least we used to, every Sunday. And so we're kind of mimosa masters. We work with all sorts of fancy juices, and I know we have yuzu, corazon, sometimes blood orange. They change periodically, but it's always been a lot of fun. Now to open the Ombre Rosé. This is one of my favorite wines, so I'm excited to try this recipe. I've been looking forward to it since I first started thinking about a mimosa day. And hopefully we can do more of these soon in the future, or I'll make individual videos showcasing you guys how to make these recipes at home. Let us know if that's something you'd be interested in. Perfect. The wine is starting to get a little warm from the patio since it's just so warm outside. And I'm very happy to be able to say that since I have not been enjoying the cold so much. I'll put a little bit. And the simple syrup. I don't want to use too much personally since it most likely will be pretty sweet. And I love Brut Ombre Rosé because it's a nice, crisp, dry and acidic, yet fruity wine. This is really good. It kind of makes the Ombre Rosé. I feel like the Ombre Rosé and the raspberry, they're both raspberry flavored wines and they're on two very different ends of the spectrum. And this is somewhere, not quite the middle, but it's a lot closer to the sweetness of the raspberry. This is really, really good. You guys definitely have to try. If you love Brut Ombre Rosé, this is a definite must try. If you're more of a sweet drinker, you can also grab a bottle of raspberry infusion, and Wine Club members got that bottle in May for their wine club, Insider Wine Club pickup. And you can add the simple syrup to raspberry infusion and make a sweeter mimosa. But this is a great one to try since it takes the dry wine and puts it into a slightly sweeter category, whereas adding a simple syrup to an already sweet wine can be very sweet if you're not a sweet wine drinker. So for dry drinkers, try the Brut Ombre Rosé. Sweet drinkers, definitely check out raspberry or Angel of Hope like we tried earlier. This is great. And you can see the raspberries floating around on top. I wish they were frozen because then we'd have a nice chilled glass coming off. Okay. Running out of spaces to put them. Line them all up for you guys. And maybe I'll move the camera back a little bit. Suzanne, if you can't hear me again, just let me know. Okay, and now I'm gonna do another one with Brut. And then I might have to go grab another glass because I ran out. I was one short of what I would like to do since I also made this great mixture of strawberries and orange juice for sec. So for the Brut Mimosa, I'm going to rim my wine glass with lemon or lime, depending on your preference or what you have available. Then take your glass. I made a nice cinnamon sugar mixture right here. So it's usually, I'd say, somewhere, depending on your personal taste, 1 to 2 parts cinnamon to 4 parts sugar. So get that nice and spread around. But definitely, if you like cinnamon flavor, you can just add more cinnamon to your sugar. There we go. That's a nicely rimmed glass. I did not do so well on the first one. Okay. We are going to fill 1/3 of the glass up with pineapple juice. And finish with Brut. Ooh, the cinnamon smells really, really good. That's good. It's definitely more pineapple-y than green apple, which is interesting. And the cinnamon gives it a nice little extra kick that I really like. It's very tropical. That one would be good for like a beach trip or just any summer morning, really. I think this is the best time to learn about making different mimosas because it's about, you may know, it's sunburn season. It's about to get a lot warmer. And we're all sitting at home with very little to do at times. So mimosas are definitely the way to go. Now, I'll take you with me really quickly while we run back and grab an extra glass because I really, really want to show you guys the stack mimosa.
I think you're losing your signal, Emily.
I just changed something, so hopefully
We've temporarily lost you, Emily. I don't know if you can hear us. There you are. You're back.
Okay, sorry about that, everyone. We're going to get going on this sec mimosa. So I'm gonna fill my glass halfway up the sec. It's got notes of honey and citrus. It's a very delicious wine with a little hint of sweetness. It's a sparkling wine, so it's a little bit drier, but this is definitely a good one to try if you're introduced to sparkling wines because it's very soft and subtle. And just a little bit ago, I made this lovely little concoction, which is strawberries mixed with orange juice. It was about 2 quarts of strawberries and 3 cups of orange juice. So I'm going to take some of that and finish off my glass. That one is a great little separate mimosa. I can't think of the right word that I can say, but the wine stays a little bit separate on the bottom, and this is a nice topper, and so the bubbles will just fill it. I like to, that's the brute. I like to go back and add a little bit right on the top. Oops, perfect. We got a little overspill on the back, but it looks really cool. These strawberries are very foamy. I'll let this one settle for a second while we go through and look at all of our different mimosas. So here we have the Brut Ombre Rosé with the raspberry simple syrup. And again, if you missed how to make a simple syrup, it's generally about 6 ounces of fruit, 3 3/4 cups of water, a 3/4 cup of sugar, and then you mix that all together, bring it to a boil, and then after it boils, take it down to a medium to low simmer and continuously stir. Usually takes about 5 minutes, but depending on your specific stove top, it might take longer. I know that I had a lot of trouble getting my sugar to dissolve. A good tip is to mash your fruit while you're cooking it, and that will help release some of the juices inside the fruit and put them out into your simple syrup. When the sugar has completely dissolved, that's when you can take it off and strain out the solids using a cheesecloth, a fine strainer, or you can also use some coffee filters. If you don't have those supplies on hand, I would just be sure to let your syrup cool a bit more, since you generally have to squeeze those by hand, and it can be very, very hot after you've got the cooking, so you want to be sure to be careful. This was our winemaker choice mimosa with Mardi Gras and orange juice with a mint garnish. I actually did not try this one yet. Very fruity and tropical. Mark is right, it does taste a little bit like a rum runner. It also has with the orange juice, screwdriver, definitely. And there's a couple recipes on here that are wine cocktails in our mimosa bundle. I believe there's one that adds vodka and one that adds tequila. Wine cocktails are a lot of fun to make. And I know that Star Union Spirits, I believe, did a live stream this weekend. It may have been last night, but I was offline treating my sunburn with some freshly cut aloe, using our pet nap to make a pet nap Loma. I've gotten to taste that myself. It's really delicious. So definitely when everything opens back up again, that's when you should try out. We were starting to collaborate with them before the quarantine began, and we're really looking forward to working with them more. This is our brut with fresh blackberries and a blackberry syrup. And if you know brut, you know it's a clear, light yellow to light green wine. Liquid gold, really. It's just a beautiful color. And it's definitely been taken over by the simple syrup. If I was going to make this again, I might actually add a little bit less simple syrup, since it is very strong blackberry, just to see how that would affect the taste. I've been trying to make my cocktails or my mimosas or my wine cocktails with better proportions lately, just to see how that really affects the flavor. That's still really good. Here is our brut with cinnamon sugar on the rim and pineapple juice. And we also have the cranberry and orange juice with an orange wedge garnish. That's a very big garnish. But for a little bit of added sweetness, you can also take the garnish, squeeze some more OJ directly in there. That'll up the orange factor, give it a nice orange cranberry texture. Okay, now our little smoothie has settled down. That's really good. The strawberries are very strong. I might actually put a little bit less of this mixture also. I have not made some of these mimosas before. And so I've been really excited for today so that I can show you guys how to make them. And then maybe I can show the August staff members how it's done, and we can possibly add some. However, we decide to address a mimosa bar back in the future. I know that Corey makes great mimosas, and at the very end we will guys back to be set down instead of our self-serve bar. But this one is a little bit messy, so learn from my mistakes and make sure that you are not pouring too much of the strawberry juice. And for some of the pineapple flavored drinks, you can also get some pineapple wedges and garnish your glasses with them. I'll do that right now. I really wanted to make some peach nectar for you guys, but it did not agree with me. I tried this morning, and for some reason, my peaches just would not peel, and I was worried I would not have enough time to get it all ready beforehand. That is definitely a mimosa recipe you should check out. It goes great with sec. Here's our cute little garnish. If you're looking to make other mimosas, almond infusion is definitely a classic mimosa wine around August Hill. It goes well with almost anything. You can add maraschino cherries to it. And I actually got some of those here with me today. Well, they have disappeared on me for some reason, but a great thing to do is to take the juice out of the maraschino cherries, pour that in, set it aside, and then you can freeze the cherries and use them later on in your recipes. Now, Suzanne, did we have any questions or any comments?
We don't have any questions.
Okay, here are my cherries. They were in front of me the whole time. So you can open it up and pour out your cherry juice from the inside, and then put this back in and freeze it just like that. And you can use them to keep your mimosa nice and cold. There's another great recipe that unfortunately I could not get together today, which involves blending your watermelon out. Then you have to strain out your solids. I was about to do it right here, but I realized that we did not have a strainer, and with the with this already in there, I figured I made enough mess to put on a tasting from staff today. They're probably going to be ready for me to go home after all this mess that I just made. If I have to clean up. But definitely try to make some simple syrups at home. You can do them with any types of fruit that you like. There are lots of different ways you can do it. Check out some recipes online. I've heard many other different tips. I like to add a little bit of lemon or lime juice in mine right before I boil it to add a little bit of citrusness. That's about all I have for you guys, but I'm going to go back and show you all of the different mimosas and what they look like. I can turn my camera around. Still learning Zoom. That did not turn it around. Okay, so here we have the raspberry or the Brut Ombre Rosé with raspberry simple syrup and raspberry inside. Let's keep going. Rosé with the blackberry simple syrup added to it. Sec and pineapple juice. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Angel of Hope and pineapple juice. This one was very delicious and fruity. This is the Winemaker Choice Mimosa, which is Mardi Gras, our watermelon flavored wine with a mint garnish and orange juice. Cranberry with a sugar rim and an orange slice garnish with some orange juice added to it. Here is Brut with a cinnamon sugar rim, pineapple juice added to it. And our little sad but very delicious strawberry and sec mimosa. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and you should definitely come and see us today at the Utica drive-thru. It's a lot of fun. They've got the street blocked off, so it's one-way traffic going through, and we can come and bring out your wine or your picnic kits to you right to your car. Are we good to head out, Suzanne? And hi, Marianne. I see you again. Thanks for watching.
I think we should all do a cheers.
Cheers. Yes, definitely.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you all for listening and tuning in today. This was a lot of fun.
Have a great day.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.